The next is inside of, you ready for this? Stay with me, Lyft. Now, let me tell you the two ways in which I use tools like Lyft or Uber. Anna will tell you the amount of times in Los Angeles when we were based out of there, the amount of times that we went, man, we forgot such and such at the office. Or, man, we don't have such and such to come. We would pay a Lyft. I would get a Lyft to go and get the item, have someone put it in the Lyft car, and the Lyft would take it to wherever we were. I can't even tell you how many times I used to do that. Lyft. I do not need anybody to go and spend the time. Yes, I get it. It's a $45 drive, but a $45 drive for us to stop what we're doing and go back in it? Nope. The answer is no. Now, there have been times where the office is closed, the house is closed, the building is closed, the such and such is closed, so we can't accomplish that. Then we're gonna pay a TaskRabbit person to walk into Target or Postmates, buy the item we need and stick it in the Lyft for us and then get it to us. Don't waste time. Now, there are some scenarios where I get it, where like now in this pandemic environment, I get it. A lot of things has been easier for us to just do ourselves. I washed my hair 3 times in the first year of the pandemic, and I was like, this is amazing. I haven't washed my own hair in a decade. I have not. And I was like, this is fantastic. I'm going to wash my hair a few more times for this year. And for 1 year, I washed my hair, and it was very fascinating. And then I said, I'm over it. I'm over that. I will not be washing my hair. I did. And the truth is that Jada will come to my house and she's like, I forget I don't even own shampoo and conditioner. It's not even in my house until she buys it for her to wash her hair or for her to wash Kayla's hair. Don't even own it. I don't even own it in my house. Now, I'm telling you this because there are tools there are tools here and people with buttons that if we just push the buttons and put our credit card inside, for under $50, we can get a lot of these tasks that we're doing done. I'm not talking about $700. I'm talking about $50. $50. Yesterday, when you guys started your planning, I said, great, I've got to figure out dinner for such and such because I needed us, so we were going to have a team meeting. And first thing I went is I said, great, Instacart. Instacart. If you don't have Instacart, I should send everyone the link. Listen, Instacart. It's very rare that I go to a grocery store, whether I'm alone or not alone. Yesterday, the first thing I said is, Daniel, see if Instacart can send us Uber. Can you bring us coffee? The stuff for our office is all bought. Daniel told me something yesterday as we were so angry that we couldn't get Instacart to deliver at the time we wanted. And then Daniel was telling me something, and I was like, I don't even do that. Daniel was like, I order paper towels from the store, in a grocery. Daniel's like, he's like, you're bugging. We order paper towels from Amazon, and they come in like 20, 30 minutes. And I was like, same day, Daniel? And he was like, same day. And I was like, oh my God. I felt like I needed to step up my game. But it was such an interesting moment because when I said the word Whole Foods, I'm used to going to Whole Foods or Instacart. He's like, why would you do that? You just go to Amazon and you're going to get it with your Prime. And I was like, oh my gosh, we can get Whole Foods faster? Why am I going to go to the store? You know what they charge me for a delivery fee if you have a $14.99 membership? Like $8. $8 and I don't have to go figure out which apple is the best? What are you even talking about? You don't even need a personal assistant for that. You might need the personal assistant to press the button on your Instacart cart. The best thing about Instacart is that they're going to tell you, listen, they're going to be like, hey, you want this Oreo shit you ordered last time? Yes, click. Some of the same shit. I eat the same shit all the time.
Yeah, I do use it.
When going to the store, I got to pick up deodorant real quick. I got to pick up shampoo. Stop doing that stuff. Cut it out of you don't have the time for it. You don't have the time for it. I think the only thing we can't effectively order is probably alcohol. But someone told me, why you raise your hand so fast? You see?
Because I know. They have an app
You
now.
see?
There's
Listen.
even Circle K's in the business.
I've heard of it. Listen, Listen.
I did not.
Here's why this is important. You may see and say, Tiffany, this is a quick run out. This is real quick. I'm stopping on my way home. What I learned is that the 12 minutes there, 20 minutes there, 72 minutes there, it adds up. And for the person who doesn't either, I don't have time, or let's say I do have time, I'd rather spend that time talking to Caitlin, in all fairness. I'd really rather spend that time pouring into my client because, so for me, like in my model, yes, everybody has a contract where they get a certain amount of calls, but all of you talk to me excessively every month. It's the truth. And a good month when I'm not trying to die. And I don't spend 30 minutes. I'm there sometimes for an hour and 27 minutes. And so in that hour and 27 minutes, if I am also stopping 2 and 4 times to go pick up the few items that you need to such and such and such, then I can't give you that time. But this is more valuable than that. That has no value and I gain nothing.
And it's never a quick stop.
And it's never a quick
You
stop.
go in and you be like, oh, I'm gonna stop here real quick and just get, and then you end up spending a whole hour in the store looking at other stuff. You leave me alone.
The truth of the matter is that tools like TaskRabbit are my friend because they make things easier. I have a whole app here. I have one of these circles on an iPhone, and it's called Get Help. Let me tell you my 2 others that I love. So I talk about Postmates all the time. So like even when I go to my hairdresser, right, when I'm in LA or she flies in, one of the 2, and because my hairdresser flies in, there are sometimes I'm just too busy that I fly her in to Arizona because it's easier for me to do it that way. But my point is, like, you know how sometimes you're going to do something and it's important and you need to eat and there's a meeting and you need to eat either before or after that meeting. Instead of me going, let's stop in at this restaurant before or after, I'm really going to be hyper-focused on the 37 or 47 minutes and I'm going to bring food to the meeting. Postmates is my friend. Now, Thumbtack is how I get things done at a high level. Like, let's say I was like, man, I really need 3 or 4 people to really quickly help me move all that furniture from outside into here. Thumbtack. Yes.
That's what she just did. She thumbtacked a Mexican.
The fraudulent Mexican. So that we have words correct. Thank you.